Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Utes will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give to the back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on first down from the 28. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wimmer. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available on second down.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down. This offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Finds the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab down the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolute shame. Missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
From the gun, running back on the move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
It's a seam wide open. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the use in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Bray. At the 45 on his way. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
First play of the period, first down here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Catch in the middle. It's Clemens. Touchdown, Utes! A great catch and run for 6. And hey, how about the 2-for-1? The quarterback gets a touchdown pass and a new tattoo to remember the moment by.
You know, we always talk about quarterbacks having soft focus around them and a hard focus downfield. You just saw that right there. There are a lot of quarterbacks that would have been anticipating the hit coming, maybe taking the sack or just tried to throw the ball away. They would have panicked. Not this guy. He stood in there, he faced the fire, and boy, oh boy, that was a beautiful throw.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mayaba. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jordan. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
This is a designed run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for room, it's Briggs. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Rushes on him. It's complete to the right. Lowers those pads. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Utes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Dampier. He's got him. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Leaves it with the back. And they swarm him under.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's got the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Going up top again. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. Shows him the stiff arm. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Dampier. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll just down it right there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to fire to the left. Makes a grab deep. Off and running. Wide open spaces. Touchdown Trojans. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This one's complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Utes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Brake. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Throws to the back. The short hands, it's Brake. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. They go to the ground. To running room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Dampier. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job. Get him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge and get some easy free yards or take a shot deep down the field.
Got room at the 35. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The Utes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the left side. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Utah! They take the lead with the 6.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 6 over Purdue. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes! Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. The Trojans get it past the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Utes will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Shoots it to the left. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
And this quarterback hasn't been able to find his rhythm on his first two throws. 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big first down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Using his feet. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Trojans are flying down the field. They'll give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Lane. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Lemon. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might...
Touchdown, USC! They put the first points on the board.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Glover. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They think there's room to run to the right here. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for space. It's Parker. Shakes off the defender. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice game, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. The give on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. How about the Zipness Jr. put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Got it in the middle, it's Bray. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Better find the ear plugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Trying to turn the corner on the left. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanders. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Utah! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Finds his man, it's Lane. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Just a short pass to the tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. The quick out. Turning on the Jets. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're...
Oh, out of space! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off-play action. Looking for an open area to his left. He's got his man. Makes the grab. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Dampier. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Parker. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Right down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Trojans!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick pass on the fly motion. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Right on the money. At the 35, he's open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the youth trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The option look. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Finds his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Using the quick game. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Glover. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Complete to start this drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Playing the option meant consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. A sudden change on the turnover, and Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Snags it.
got that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And that one will give them the lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 6 over Purdue. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Running back searching for a hole. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep...
Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Quickly complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Send the tight end in motion. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now...
Touchdown, Utes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Ball's in the deep ball. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. At the 35, he's loose. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the end zone. Looking to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking downfield, it's Maiava. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up. And touchdown, Trojans! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked up at 12.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get to him as he throws. Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Working that wide receiver screen. And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They've got the screen set up. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive lineman.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Runs through the tackle. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks the tackle. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the Trojans get enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They They picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Mayava. It's complete to the left. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Trojans line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce 1 too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Punts it out of the air. Not much doing there. Just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He's going up top here late in the game. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burner's at. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw. It's Gambier. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
On third down, he drops to throw. Here's a heat. Oh, and they